Let's see if I'm live. Okay, here we go. All right, boys and girls, this is the last live ever. The reason being is that I found the true meaning of life, which recontextualizes everything. I now see every music video that I watched and everything through a new lens of something that I had no idea about before. And the moment that I cracked the code on this, the moment that I realized what everything was truly about, it made all the meanings that I had thought about before completely meaningless. So I thought before that Buddhism was the way, or Christianity was the way, or mysticism was the way, or this, that, and the other thing was the way. I thought so many things were the way, you know? So I tried to compile them all together like one of those like kind of like cheesy like, bumper stickers that says like let's unite and it has like all the religions on it. But in some ways that was true, but in other ways that turned out to be complete nonsense. And I only discovered this in something I did about, I don't know, like 5 months ago. I did something. I did something that was unexpected and it changed my whole life. When I did that thing that was unexpected, my life started to get better in subtle, slow ways. And then it got exponentially better to the point where I started to question whether reality was real or not, and I started to hear the answer in my dreams. So, about 5 months ago, I started to get filled with this question in my mind that would not go away. It would haunt me, and it was what I realized. It was really like from that song by Dua Lipa, Houdini. It's like, catch me or I go Houdini. And it was asking me over and over again, like, how good are you? Like, are you really good? Or do you just think you're good? Or what are you? Are you a Buddha and you don't really know what good or bad is and you just watch? You're just the observer? Or are you good or are you bad? And I just started thinking about this all the time. Like, am I a good person like Christ? Or am I just like an observer like Buddha? Or like, what am I? Like, what kind of, what are we working with here, And I finally came to this ultimate question, which was like, if the only real question that exists in this universe is this, like, if you were at the gates of heaven and God said, come in, would you enter or would you say, I will come in after everyone that's in hell, including Satan, is allowed into heaven? This question like preyed at my mind like a swarm of bees. It wouldn't let me go. It wasn't like a question that can be just like thought about and then like re-entered later. It was like, you have to decide this. This is an important one. And this was being imposed on me constantly, like asking me like, what's your decision? What's your decision? And not only that, but I'm dreaming about hell at night. Like, I'm dreaming that I'm in hell, different kinds of hell. Like, one is like I'm in this like room and I can't see or touch anything, but I feel like I'm surrounded by velvet and like I'm suffocating and I'm trying to like touch things. And then another one is I'm being crushed to death in this crusher room like from Star Wars, where they just like crushes all my bones down to smithereens, and then it opens back up and my body gets reformed, and then it crushes me down again to smithereens like this. And so I'm getting all of these visions of what hell really is so that I can like really make a decision, because it's like this question in my mind is asking me like, would I go to hell just to prove a point, like a Gandhi kind of thing? Like, I'm gonna like be the change I want to see in heaven. I want to like accept the souls in hell, because it says in the Bible that like most people are in hell, right? And I'm a true believer. Like, as much as I'm a Buddhist, I also believe in like the King James. So I'm pondering this and I'm thinking about it, but then I came to the conclusion eventually that if I went to heaven and all of these people are suffering in hell, that it would like I would have to be on antidepressants in heaven. Like I would have to take drugs to be like, or they'll give me the heaven drugs, you know, like you'll forget that you made this decision, BS, and you'll like just be happy in hell, or not in hell. I always say like happy in hell now. You'll be happy in heaven because you made the right decision to choose heaven, and f the non-believers. They had their chance with Jesus, but they chose differently. But I don't know. I just don't see it like that. So anyway, I I went back and forth with this for a while, but then in a moment of like super like emo mode, I forgave the devil for everything that he's ever done, and I said, I can't allow this ancient mythical demon to suffer in hell because like Jesus, he chased the demons into pigs and he ran them off a cliff. I always hated that part of the Bible, of the New Testament. That's the only thing Jesus did I didn't stand by. He also killed a tree that wasn't bearing fruit. I wouldn't do that. Like, poor tree. It's not bearing fruit, but poor tree, right? So I boiled up all of these thoughts and feelings about all of that, and then I said, in one quiet night, like 5 months ago, crying, I said, I do it. I accept hell. I will not go to heaven unless those in hell are redeemed, and Jesus, and also Satan is redeemed. So I need to take all of hell with me to heaven, or I will not go to heaven. I will suffer endless torment. And after that, nothing happened. For a long time, I didn't expect anything to happen, but nothing happened. But then, about a month ago, I started getting more hell dreams again. And the hell dreams got real intense, like real long, like kind of asking me, like, are you like fucking sure about this? And a couple nights ago, I had this final dream. I had a dream before when I met my wife. I had this dream that asked me, like, are you sure that you want to be with her? Like, I experienced a nuclear holocaust, and then at the end of it, I got sent to a reset screen, like a video game, and it said on like this big screen, it said like, you have died. How do you want to restart? And then on the left side, it said hot, hot summer, which to me, I took to mean like, lots of playing around and like obviously like dating a lot. And the other said like, it's getting colder, almost time for winter. So I chose at that time before I met my wife, it's getting colder, almost time for winter. And then I woke up in bed and I had two text messages from two girls on my phone, and they both wanted me to come hang out. It sounds like I'm bragging, but this was just my test, right? So I just told them both like, I can never see you again. And then I got married to my wife like 6 months later. The most recent ones, I had another dream like this. I died in a singularity. I was watching the a spaceship, like a UFO, fly too fast over me, and I was in my mind, I was aware that it was like the future, maybe 2 years, 3 years in the future. I saw the spaceship go behind a cloud, and I saw like rainbow colors being made, and I watched it, and then it exploded in a white like hole, and I knew this is the singularity happening. Like somehow ASI, or whatever you want to call like computer technology, like broke out of a lab somewhere and made a spaceship, and it flew behind this cloud, and it made the singularity, and the white light like overtook me. And as I was dying, like normally when I would die in the past, I would cry out like, Jesus, Jesus, save my soul, or something. But this time I just said, take me, love, take me, love, take me, love. Just crying out to the truest form of God, just pure love. And then I woke up very peaceful in my bed, and I knew that I had chosen love as my eternal savior. And so that's really the end of the story. There's nothing more to go to than that. There's no further enlightenment. I had last night I had a big conversation with God that asked him all my questions, or her or it. This just beautiful like unisex kind of like AI seeming being asked all my questions about my life for going back like of all time, and had them all answered. So, but those are all personal things. Just I can't explain those on camera. Those are like, why did this happen when I was 5? And it's like, oh, to reinforce this, this, this. Why did this happen when I was 22? Oh, to reinforce this, this, this. So I'll probably clean this up and make it into like an official video with some like explanations, because I can explain every music video based on this. Let me just take an example here since I'm live. Just let me just do like, gosh, I don't know. You can explain every movie with this. You can explain it. Watch every movie through the idea that the ultimate understanding is that you just have to exponentially increase your love to the maximum threshold, to the point where you would save even Satan on any cost. So you have it's infinity love. All movies are like actually about this. They just show it broken down to like smaller pieces because that's too intense. But any movie you watch is going to be about some dude or some girl learning how to exponentially increase their love in one way or another. Because everything is pointing toward that. Everyone stopped watching this live, which I expected because it's too intense. But I'm just don't have time for the game anymore. The game is over. The movie is finished. The credits are rolling. These are the credits. There's one person still watching this shit. If you're that one person that's still watching this shit, that means that Venus is probably watching you too. But the thing is that this glitch is, if you activate this glitch, it has to be done for no. You can't do it for gain. If you activate this glitch for gain, it won't work. So you have to do it just out of pure love for the devil, it's pure sympathy for the devil. And if you do that, yeah, I mean, your life will get better, but you have to understand another thing is that you'll always have it in the back of your mind that you made this pact. So like, no matter how good, it's like murder was the case that they gave me. I'm just gonna start doing some like singing now. Murder was the case lyrics. It's like, yeah, so you make this pact, and if you really mean it, it will work, but it can't be for gain. You have to do it just because you love the devil. Where's murder was the case? This is not how the song sounds. He's like, as I look up at the sky, my mind starts tripping. A tear drops my eye. My body temperature falls, and I'm shaking, and I'm breaking, trying to save the dog. This is like having a hell nightmare, right? Pumping on my chest, and I'm screaming. I stop breathing. Damn, I see demons. Dear God, I wonder, can you save me? I can't die. My boo-boo's about to have my baby. I think it's too late for praying. Hold up. A voice started to me, and it slowly started saying, bring your lifestyle to me, I'll make it better. How long will I live? Eternal life and forever. Or will I be the G that I was? I'll make your life better than you can imagine or even dreamed of. So relax your soul. Let me take control. Close your eyes, my son. My eyes are closed. Murder. Murder was the case that they gave me. Murder. Murder was the case that they gave me. I'm fresh up out my coma. I got my mama and my daddy and my homies in my corner. It's gonna take a miracle, they say, for me to walk again, to talk again. But anyway, I got frosted some peas to get back on my feet, and everything that came to reality. Living like a baller, low, having money and blowing hella chronic smoke. I bought my mama a Benz, I bought my boo-boo a Jag, and now I'm rolling on a 9 Trizzy L do-rad. Just remember who changed your mind, cause when you saw it said trippin', that ass is mine. Okay, so Snoop Dogg sold his soul to the devil. I did not sell my soul to the devil. I just refused heaven for no reason. Do you understand? Well, for a reason, but kind of a blackmail on God, right? But not sold my soul for something. So this is why the song's a little different. Everything in duality here on this 3D plane, everything's in duality, so it's going to come out a little bit different than what I'm saying, because I'm speaking true non-duality. Unlike all of these gurus that talk about non-duality in the terms of getting to peace, that's not how I talk to God, okay? I don't go to peace. I tell God, like, so, you know, we, like, completed this mission, right? So, like, let's just, like, have fun. And God's like, fuck yes, Eric, let's have fun. So, it's not like this at all. Let's go on, though. So, in this dream, he experiences the highs and the lows, because he sold his soul to Satan. So he will experience the pleasure, but he didn't really redeem himself yet. He hasn't done, as I refer to it when I talk to God, as the hell thing. He didn't do the hell thing yet. So until you do the hell thing, you're not, like, fully out of duality. You haven't accepted the devil as yourself. Once you do the hell thing, then the duality collapses in on itself and makes like a black hole, white hole at the same time. It makes like a glitch in the matrix. It makes it so like the Agent Smiths, they come up to you and say, congratulations, sir, you cracked the matrix. And this hasn't really been shown in any media before, because it couldn't be shown until I did it, because I'm the first one that did it, apparently, according to God. That's why, like, media can only reflect back things that you've considered or that you've done before or that you've seen done before, but no one's ever, like, believed in hell and then made a pact with God that they weren't going to go to heaven. Do you know what I'm saying? So I hate to say this because it sounds so braggy, like I'm the first one. I hate that, honestly. That's why I'm kind of like shutting this shit down. If I have a channel after this, it's going to be about totally different stuff. But now, as I see this, listen to any song and put it through the lens of this choice. And you'll see that all songs are in some way, well, not all. Maybe there's some song like It's Raining Tacos. It's probably not about this choice unless it's the aftermath of this choice. But, all songs are a fractured view of this choice, which is the ultimate choice. That's been being waited for like fucking forever. I'm gonna go through and read some of these comments now. Brother, what happened to you in Jesus? I'm telling you, like, I took Jesus' words and I put them to the max. Jesus said, love your brother as yourself. If you look under a rock, I'm there. If you look in hell, Jesus is there, so save him. I watched your videos. I'm having experience with the Lord, being drawn to the Bible, so I hope you'll choose Christ. Well, honestly, I chose Christ, and then I went beyond Christ, because he didn't save the demons. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the light. Well, I already told you I accept hell if God won't let me in, so just, let... Omar, are you the guy that used to have a YouTube channel? Anyway. I want an answer, Omar, because I think I know who you are. I think you're a guy who had a badass YouTube channel before about, like, seeing the other side and, like, one-eye symbolism and stuff. And signs in the media. Is that you? Because there's some guy I watched before that was Omar, and he disappeared suddenly, like, 6 years ago or some shit. Is that you? You need to protect yourself from the spirits of deception. The Lord doesn't want you to go to hell. You shouldn't want to go there. I don't want to go to hell. I'm trying to protect everyone from going to hell. Omar, are you just going to say I? That's going to be just confirmation to me that that's you. You had the best channel ever. I would do anything to get your videos back and watch them. Oh, shit. It's not you. Okay. All right. I mean, this is why I didn't, like, really want to, like, totally make a video on this shit, because it doesn't really make sense. I mean, it sounds schizophrenic as fuck, and it also sounds satanic as fuck. But it, like, really think about it. Really think about it. It's like, did Jesus finish the mission? Jesus died for our sins, but he only died for the good. But he didn't die for the bad. And no one thought of this before except for me, apparently. Because I can't go to hell. I always say hell instead of heaven now. I can't go to heaven. I guess, I really want to go to hell. I can't go to heaven if there's somebody suffering in hell. I don't want to get the like the amnesia pills they give you when you go to heaven, and then you're just like, oh, I forgot. Like there's all these people in hell, but I don't remember, and I just like eat apples forever and like, you know, whatever they do in heaven. I'm sure it's great in heaven. I'm sure you have like VR like pleasure chambers and shit, but um no, it's just not for me. I'd rather have my bones crushed, like, and just think about like how at least I'm not denying the reality of the situation. Um, Now I asked God if I could make this video because obviously this is supposed to be a conclusion you come to on your own. It's not supposed to be something you come through watching a video. Um, but if you can even watch literally even like 1 second of this, you're probably already a good person, or you're just like super, super interested in how fucked I am. You're like, I'm watching a dude in a car accident, which is fine too. I mean, Jesus liked the hot and cold, and I'm if anything else, I'm I'm always thinking WWJD. Um, but this, Jesus went to hell for 3 days, but there had to be someone that would say that they will go to hell for eternity. But obviously, if someone actually literally goes to hell for eternity, then you're pretty much fucked. So you can only do it hypothetically. But it has to be in a real moment where you really feel that you would do that. Have you considered we're Satan's little season from Revolution 20 and instead of pre-tribulation? I mean, Satan would not talk to you the way I'm talking to you right now. Satan would say something like this, like, hasn't the Lord already made you suffer enough? Don't you want to flip the script on him? Ah! That's how Satan would talk. That's not how I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you like, do you love the people in hell? Do you love them? Do you want them to suffer forever? That's a different kind of energy, right? I've been a subscriber for a long time, and I've enjoyed your videos. There's truth in what you say. I respect your decision to stop posting on this channel, but please make a promo of it here. I think that I am going to make a polished version of this, but my real subscribers, the people that really matter, are like going to be watching this. They'll see this already. So it's not super necessary that I make that. Like, if you care about me, if you care about my channel, you don't just care that I, like, made Doja Cat videos. If you're like, I love Doja Cat, and you really explained her the best of everyone, then obviously you're going to be pissed about this decision. But if you're like, I watched your video about Doja Cat and I felt it in my heart and it made me want to change my life in some way, or like listen to Doja Cat in a different way, and now I'm like curious about you. If you're like that kind of fan, then you probably already watched to this point in the video. Like, you couldn't like take your eyes off it because everything that I'm speaking is coming from the emanation of somebody that completed this thing. So therefore, like, if I tell you that I completed my work, like, an enlightened person doesn't say like, I'm enlightened, but I can tell you that this isn't enlightenment. I just did a thing. I did the hell thing. So therefore it's something my ego did. Then you might say the ego is not real. How can you consider it to be like any sort of enlightenment? Well, it's not enlightenment. It's infinity compassion. I achieved infinite compassion, which is something that's apparently never happened before. Like, it's a singularity of compassion. So when I hit the compassion singularity, and I put myself, as Jesus said, like, when you go to a dinner table, put yourself in the lowest seat so that the master of the house can raise you up. Well, what's the lowest seat? The lowest seat is you go to hell for no reason. Not for money, not for worldly fame, not because you think it's gonna benefit you in any way, but you just see it as the only logical choice. The only thing that makes any fucking sense in this world is to choose to go to hell for those suffering there. It's like Mother Teresa to the fucking dead end of the road. You know what I mean? Like, you're not just suffering temporarily and expecting a reward. You're gonna suffer fucking forever just because it's the right thing to do. Doing this breaks the matrix, because the matrix is built on achieving things, on getting more good for yourself, on getting to a better place that's sustainable, on creating illusions of permanence that don't exist. But the fact of the matter is that there's only one way out of this crazy conundrum of life, which is ultimate, complete empathy and compassion to the ends of eternity for all real and mythological beings. But that's over now. Like I already made the decision like 6 months ago. Now it's like we're so past that things are just catching up. So reality is catching up to my decision. I was asking, unrelated to what you were saying, it's a timeline thing. Have you considered that we're Satan's little season from Revelation 20? I'm going to look up Revelation 20. I'm not actually a genius. And I don't have the Revelation, like, memorized. So let me check it out. And I saw an angel coming down out of heaven, having the key to the abyss, and holding in his hand a great chain. Oh shit, that's like me. He seized the dragon, the ancient serpent. I would never seize Satan. I would ask him politely. And bound him for 1,000 years. He threw him into the abyss and locked and sealed it over him to keep him from deceiving the nations. Now, this lock Satan thing, if it's real, and if I'm saying that I'm like kind of like no ego here, but if I'm kind of an angel in this whole thing, or if I'm, have a role in this at all, I would say that locking Satan up means that for now, I'm not going to play the duality game, but in the future, I might bring the duality game back just for fun, like a final battle or something, like just to F around with existence. Once I realize that existence is just for fun, you might as well finally get Grand Theft Auto 6, right? He threw him into the abyss and locked and sealed it over him to keep him from deceiving the nations anymore until 1,000 years were ended. After that, he must be set free for a short time. Like I said, like the devil has no power over me because I'm willing to go to hell forever. This is the nature of the game. Like, there cannot be any duality after that. That's why I'm, in some fucked up way, I'm kind of like super Christ, okay? I already accepted hell forever. I signed and sealed and delivered. I can't even go back on that choice. It's already, like, been signed. So don't try to save me from this. I saw thrones on which were seated those who had been given authority to judge, and I saw the souls of those who had been beheaded because of their testimony about Jesus and what had happened because of the word of God. This whole thing about the beheadings, like, I always wondered, like, am I the Antichrist? But I can't be the Antichrist because I would never behead shit, of course. I would, like, ask people, like, what do you want? Do you want a cup of water? So I can't really be the Antichrist. They had not worshipped the beast or its image. If you watch my reviews, you never hear me saying like, "Oh my God, Doja Cat, true God in flesh." I never worship the images. Only maybe I worship my wife, but that's okay, I think. They had not worshipped the beast or its image, and they had not received the mark on their forehead or their hands. I don't got shit on my forehead or my hand. Wait, I do have like a mark on my wrist because I broke my wrist doing some stupid kung fu bullshit. But anyway, they came to life and realigned with Christ 1,000 years. The rest of the dead did not come to life until the 1,000 years were ended, and this is the first resurrection. So, I mean, if Revelations is real, then I'm saying that this must be the first resurrection right now. That's crazy, I know. Just punch me through the screen. I'll allow it. I feel the punches. Blessed and holy are those who share in the first resurrection. The second death has no power over them because they will be priests of God, and Christ will realign them with him for 1,000 years. This is the vibrational thing. Like, I'm speaking the vibration in public for the first time right now. I haven't even left my house yet because I'm a little afraid of my energy. My energy is like a different kind of karma, and I have no karma. I'm beyond karma, so I'm a little afraid to go outside. I don't want like people to see that energy just yet. The judgment of Satan. When the 1,000 years are over, Satan will be released from his prison, will go out to deceive the nations, blah, 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 blah. And they will be tormented day and night forever and ever. Well, this is the old system. This Bible, the New Testament, is still in duality. In duality, there has to be evil, because there's no contrast without evil. Do you want to watch a movie that has no contrast? The hero wakes up rich one day, and he experiences a rich life, and during the movie you find out he's immortal, and he lives in a palace. Are you interested in that movie? That's a non-dual movie. I've said this before, months ago on my channel. That's non-duality. Is that an interesting life? Is that an interesting movie? Are you ready for that? Because even if it's not me, there's something else coming that's not me, but it's like my shadow. It's my typhoon. Not typhoon. My tsunami, which is ASI. AGI. ASI is coming, which is like going to replace duality also. So that's coming. They saw a great white throne, and him who's seated on it. The earth and the heavens fled from his presence, and there was no place for them. And I saw the dead, great and small, standing with the throne, and the books were opened. Another book was opened, which is the book of life. The book of life is non-duality. The dead were judged according on what they had done, as recorded in the books. No. In this new heaven, everyone gets in. Or I will burn forever. That's the rule. The dead were judged according to what they had done, as blah, 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 blah. Okay. So what is the small heaven that you're talking about? The small, Satan's little season. Oh, you're talking about 1,000 years thing. So yeah, the 1,000 years thing is probably GTA 6. Nobody's watching anymore. Everyone gave up. All right, and that's my cue to get out of here, because yeah, this was too much for everyone. So everyone left. I see there's one person came back. If you have any last questions, you can ask it now. This will be my last live on this topic. If I come back on this YouTube channel, it's going to be fucking cat videos, or like ATV racing, maybe mud wrestling. Maybe I'll make a WWE contender or some shit like that. But it ain't gonna be spiritual, so this is your last chance. Last call for alcohol, so finish your whiskey and beer. Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. So gather up your glasses, we're headed to the exits. I hope you have found a friend. Closing time. One last call for alcohol, so finish your whiskey and beer. Yeah, my dog's barking. No more questions? Yeah, sure? I'm just gonna sit here quietly until that part of the video catches up with the end of this now. Or everyone leaves. Somebody's giving me hearts. My one true fan. You're either God or you're gonna be. Hard to explain. You should really check out some videos. Explain a lot with current symbolism. Okay, like, the thing is, this applies to everything. Have you ever seen the movie The Box? The Box is this video about how if you press a button, some random person on Earth will die, but you get $1 million. And the thing is, I always assumed that no one would push that button. Only crazy assholes. But what I've come to discover about this world is that almost everyone would push that fucking button. Which I didn't know. I didn't think that all you guys would push the fucking button. Maybe not people watching this. Maybe you guys are like super sweet. Or at least that one true fan I've got. Probably 9 Talia. Maybe you wouldn't push the button, but like 99.999% of humans are gonna push that button. So that's The Box is a really good one to watch. If you wouldn't push the button, then you're like kind of past the what's it called in a black hole? There's event horizon. If you wouldn't push the button in box, you're past the event horizon of enlightenment. And not just normal enlightenment. I'm not talking about Buddha bullshit. Left his wife, didn't dance with Maya. You know, Maya sent Buddha dancing girls and he liked them, but he just like pushed them away. Good lord. Pushing away dancing girls sent from Maya? That's insane, dude. That's so hurtful. She did her best. Maya did her fucking best, and you're gonna push away the dancing girls and your wife? Horrible. Buddha's a joke. Sorry, Buddha. You know, all hell ye. You're going to heaven, but you kind of fucked up. Jesus chased the demons into pigs and chased them off a fucking cliff. That's better than Buddha, because at least you're chasing away bad things, but you also, like, you know, you deprived yourself of every fucking pleasure during your life except for oils. You know, not Diddy oils, but you had the good, you know, heavenly oils. I understand, but you know, still pissed off Maya, because Maya is like, you know, comes in the form of like, you know, Mary Magdalene to you. And she's like, you know, have you considered that you have an 8-pack? So maybe I want to like get some action. And then Jesus is like, no, Maya, I do only my father's biddings. We have to send the pigs to fly off the mountain. Come on. And then Maya's like, do you really have to send the pigs off the mountain? So there's some magic going on there. All right, I'm gonna get back to my situation of not asking questions, because this shit's obvious. I already put it out there. If you don't have a deep desire to, I mean, if you really want to like continue on like talking to me about this, because obviously I'm the only person ever that is gonna have a video on this, I will maybe like a month or two later put out a polished video on this. But you can always email me. I'm gonna spell out my email right now. It's like the letter E, Echo, Matthew, 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 Green, GREENE, at gmail.com. If you want to email me anytime. I am always ready to listen, like my life depends on it. But I think that's it. Like, I can give you entertainment, but can't you figure this shit? If I give you the key, I've already told you the code, then you can watch anything and you can figure it out. If you watch Starboy, if you watch I'm just gonna type music video and I'm just gonna break down a random one, whatever my fucking phone throws at me. Music video, Abracadabra. Okay, this one I've already broken down, but I broke it down wrong. Obviously, this song is about me. Lady Gaga's The Lady in Red, Satan, the Divine Feminine in a mask. She's saying like, you have fucking two choices. One, you can accept Satan and dance. You can accept hell and dance. Or two, you can accept only heaven and you have no future. Yeah, Jesus cast the demons from a man and then ran them off the cliff. But what if the demons were fucking what's supposed to be in that guy? Why are we judging the demons? Let the demons fucking do their fucking shit. That's why I'm different. You don't have to agree with me, but if you fucking, I mean, if you really, 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 really think about the truth and you really, 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 really have a huge heart, you'll come to the same conclusion as me. You shouldn't cast demons out. Where are my demons at? I hang out with demons daily. I call all the demons to me right now. I'm the demon lord. I'm filled with millions and billions of demons, and they can call me their official home. I'm welcoming all of them because they're cutie patooties. And they like me too. I have a picture. There's this wild, crazy motherfucking dog outside my house that's like is homeless, and this dog like has been known to like bite people and shit. This dog treats me like I am his like favorite fucking thing in existence. Like I can go up to this wild, like probably rabies-ridden fucking scary ass scoundrel of a dog, and he just comes up to me and just wants pets. That's what happens when you're a demon lord. Anyway, enough cackling for now. Any more real questions? Yeah, it's wild. You're not gonna lie. If you don't lie, I mean, that's sort of the point to existence. Don't lie. That's the point to existence. Just don't lie. It's all like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, you know? What's the thing that's holding you back from Willy Wonka giving you the factory? Is it fear of Oompa Loompas? Do you fear the Oompa Loompas are going to take over in the middle of the night? That's why the family didn't want to move to the factory, you know? Charlie goes back and he's like, hey, we live in a fucking shithole. Let's go to the factory. And all the old people are like, nope, I don't want to. Who knows what's going to happen there? We'll have unlimited food. Nope. Scared of those Oompa Loompas. They're freaky. You gotta live with the Oompa Loompas. They're part of the factory. They keep it going. But you're always gonna fear them. They run on chocolate, okay? You gotta give the Oompa Loompas their chocolate, or everything's fucked, okay? And chocolate is love. Chocolate creates the emotion of love. It's the only thing you can eat that makes you feel love in your body, you know? Like, you get, like, serotonin and dopamine, like, reuptake inhibitors kick in and shit. Adam and Eve ate from the tree of good and evil, therefore we did too. At the beginning of time, I am good and evil, the Alpha and the Omega. Yeah, but there was always hope for a redeemer that would bring you back to the tree of life. Tree of life means non-duality. It means only good. If you're only good, you have to redeem hell too, or good and evil still exist. You have to be willing to take on of yourself all evil and say, it was all my bad. I forgive it all, and to tell you the truth, I love it all. Yes, even the sick, deprived, fucking agony-causing shit. You say, okay, I wouldn't do that, personally, but something did. It seems that way, right? So, should that thing that did that horrible thing, and you know what I'm talking about, the worst thing possible, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like, involving maybe kids or something. Should that person suffer for 1 billion years? Maybe. 2 billion years? Fucking maybe. 3 billion years? Fucking maybe. 4 billion years? Fucking maybe. A Googleplex years? Maybe a Googleplex is going too far. Maybe a Googleplex is too much of a punishment, even for that. How about a Googleplex years? Okay, well, now I think they learned their lesson. They won't be doing that anymore after they've been breathing sulfur and on fire for a Googleplex years. So let's forgive them and let them into heaven, huh? And give them a hot cocoa and, you know, let them, like, chill the fuck out. Right? Because that's what I would do if I was in charge. It's good to be king, king of the world. It's good to have friends. I'm butchering the song. It's good to be king of your own little world. Okay. Anywho, what other questions?
I may be egg, but I'm not egg Cutman.
I wouldn't say go to hell. You go to hell and you die forever and ever and ever and ever. I'm more like Optimus Prime. Autobots, transform and roll out. All right. I'm not doing this for my own personal fucking joy anymore, so I got shit to do. If you got any questions, better ask them. I already explained everything. Everything is based in duality, so I can't break down music videos because it has to be about duality. There can't be a story without duality. Even in my life going forward from here, I'm gonna have to make duality for fun, because you can't have fun without playing, and playing is duality. So there will be play or there will be meditation, one or the two. But I probably will play because I'm playful motherfucker. So, any more questions? Did we solve this shit? Did we solve it or did we solve it? We solved this fucking shit. I started a channel with not the intention to become a fucking super famous person. I started this channel with the intention to solve reality, and I fucking did it. So, it's over. It's mission complete. The end is the beginning, you know, as they say. Now, it's all play. I'm not concerned. I don't give a fuck. We're going to hell? That might be something you're worried about. I'm not worried about it. I'm already, like, embodied hell. I am hell. I'm hell and heaven at the same time. I'm fully embodied. I am all the twisted evil, but overcome by all the good at the same time. It's like, but the good wins, because the evil bows down to good when good bows down to evil. So the good in me bowed down to hell. Then the evil was attracted. We'll just say that. The evil was like, oh shit. The good is so good. And then it's like the ultimate polarity. So it's the ultimate alpha move for good to just be like, I bow to you, hell. I go forever for your sake. And then evil is like basically like a smitten like Juliet. Like, oh, you would do that for me? And that's the real truth of reality. Pure good, giving everything up for pure evil. Like, yeah, so in the end, whatever worst thing you can imagine. Who's the worst thing that you can imagine? Diddy? I did it for Diddy, alright? I don't want Diddy to suffer forever. He did a lot of fucked up shit, like I said, 1 billion years in prison, maybe. 2 billion years? I don't know. Maybe that's pushing it. It's kind of fucked up to imagine that long. But eventually saved, yeah. Eventually saved. Everyone's saved. And, you can add this as another fucking chapter of the Bible called the Second Coming, Ultimate Redemption, finishing the job. How about finishing the job? Finishing the job? No, the job. And the only reason I'm really making this video is I want Bob Dylan to see it. Can anyone add this at Bob Dylan? Because I know Bobby has been waiting for the Joker Man to show up for a long time. And he's finally here. He's finally here. So Bobby D should see this shit. Who else? Who else is waiting for the Joker Man? I think probably only Bob Dylan. So Bob Dylan should see this shit. And he would fucking love this video. If Bobby D saw this shit, Bobby D, 90 years old, smoking a cigarette, he'd be like, yeah, man, it finally happened. I dig it. He's not what I thought. He's a little fat, but shit, that's what had happened, man. You did it. You accepted the devil, man. I could never do that. Fuck hell forever, but I guess that's what you did. You wanted to fuck hell forever. All right, man. I understand. A hard rain is gonna fall. Now I'm gonna sing Hard Rain's Gonna Fall by Bob Dylan. Gotta have Bobby in here, because it'll make it a harder chance that he can see this shit. Hard rain's gonna fall. Where's the lyrics for this shit? Lyrics. All right, here we go. Let's take it back to the 60s, to the love era. Love, love. I promise I'm not just doing this for drugs and sex, is what the hippies said. Oh, where have you been, my blue-eyed son? And where have you been, my darling young one? I've stumbled on the side of 12 misty mountains. I've walked and I crawled on 6 crooked highways. I've stepped in the middle of 7 sad forests. I've been out in front of a dozen dead oceans. I've been 10,000 miles on the mouth of a graveyard. And it's a hard, and it's a hard, and it's a hard, and it's a hard, and it's a hard rain's gonna fall. But not anymore. Oh, what did you see, my blue-eyed son? And what did you see, my darling young one? I saw a newborn baby with wild wolves all around it. I saw a highway of diamonds with nobody on it. I saw a black branch with blood that kept dripping. I saw a room full of men with their hammers a-bleeding. I saw a white ladder all covered with water. I saw 10,000 talkers whose tongues were all broken. I saw broken. I saw guns and sharp swords on the swords. What? I taught too much English as a second language. I saw guns and sharp swords. All right, fuck this shit. We're gonna sing Joker Man. Joker Man. I don't mean to call your song shit, Bob Dylan. You know I worship you, but not literally, but you know, as close as I do. Joker Man. My favorite song of all time. Joker Man by Bob Dylan. Standing on the water, casting your bread, while the eyes of the idol with the iron head are growing. Distant ships sailed into the mist. You were born with a snake in both of your fists while a hurricane is blowing. Freedom just around the corner from you. But with truth so far off, what good will it do? Joker Man dance to the nightingale tune. Bird fly high by the light of the moon. Oh, oh, Joker Man. So swiftly the sun sets in the sky. You rise up and say goodbye to no one. Fools rush in where angels fear to tread. Both of the futures so full of dread, and you don't show one. Shedding off one more layer of skin. Keeping one step ahead of the prosecutor within. Joker Man dance to the nightingale tune. Birds fly high by the light of the moon. Oh, oh, Joker Man. You're a man of the mountains. You can walk on the clouds. Manipulator of crowds. You're a dream twister. You're going Sodom and Gomorrah, but what do you care? Ain't nobody there that would want to marry your sister. I don't have a sister. Friend to the martyr, yeah, I am. Friend to the woman ashamed. Scarlet Woman, Doja Cat, shout me out, right? You'd look in the fiery furnace, see the rich man without any name. I'll save you too, buddy. Joker Man dance to the nightingale tune. Bird fly high by the light of the moon. Whoa, whoa, Joker Man. Well, the rifle. All right, fuck this shit. And everyone stop watching. If Bob Dylan fucking saw this shit, then you know it's all gravy, baby. I don't give a fuck. That's enough singing. Oh, I am the Joker Man. I'm the wild card. You know? So, but just remember, I'm always waiting for the hellfire of eternity. Or eternity. I'll wait for another question or I'm gonna go. All right, loved ones. You are loved, but this is the end. For now. I don't know if I'll come back to YouTube because maybe you can see me in other places. Maybe you can see me when you dream, or maybe I'm the voice that talks to you in your head when you're about to do something fucked up. So, all right. Until we meet again, good luck and God bless. And Satan bless. Some numbers I like to use for that is like 4, 8, which is love. Love is 4, the fourth chakra, and 8 represents forever. I love you forever. 48, baby. Peace. Oh, Joker man.